Why, hello, my fellow survivors. Today is going to be a different video than my usual ones. I'm going to be making a video on understanding the 7 Days to Die zombies, including specials and variants of zombies. Hopefully, this video will help you out in some sort of way. But before we get right into it, leave a like, subscribe, and share, as I want to make YouTube a lifelong career. Well, hopefully, if things go right. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. We're first going to start off simple. The most common type of enemy in the game, which are basically just zombies. They can easily be defeated with basic weapons, but can pose a challenge to new players, especially when they're in packs or you're in a tight room. They can be found in pretty much every single POI, wandering hordes, or just wandering around. And your first couple of Blood Moons will have mostly just basic zombies. There's not much to say about this tier besides they're just the foundation for the later tiers. Next tier are the heavies. Now, I added Moe since he is considered a bit tanky, but this class is primarily hard hitters and high HP. The biker is probably the most toughest enemy you'll face early game. The biker sports around 550 HP whilst also possessing 20% damage resistance. Whilst all the heavies are really slow, they are really tanky and a hit can be devastating. But early on, it's best to avoid them rather than picking a fight. You're going to be encountering some armored variants while fighting the undead horde. These variants are more resistant to bullets, but you can still kill them with melee weapons. But if you're using a gun, AP armor piercing rounds are the way to go. There are 4 zombies that fit this category. Utility Worker sporting 20% damage resistance, Biker providing 20% damage reduction, Fallen Soldier reduces damage by 50%, and the Demolisher sporting 60%. Again, AP rounds will be your lifesaver against these enemies. If headshots are heavily defended, aim for limbs using AP ammo. Now, I don't know where to put these guys, so they are in their own category. These are considered the special types, and there are quite a few. These variants have special abilities to them or are just stronger in general. To name a few, the Screamer says it in her name. She screams and calls in other zombies and can even spawn in other Screamers. The Fat Cop, a zombie who spits acid and once it's at low health, can explode himself, causing massive damage to anything around him. Burnt Victim can potentially set you on fire. Hazmat Zombie, a bit higher health and has the highest chance to give you an infection and can speed up the progress of your current infection if you already have one. That's just to name a few. Ferals are the next tier for zombies. A feral zombie will have glowing orange eyes, increased health, deal more entity and block damage, and may have a different speed depending on the game's zombie feral speed setting, along with faster animations in general, waking up, attacking, recovering from a fall, etc. Feral zombies will appear more frequently as the game progresses, showing up more often in POIs and Blood Moons. If their speed is a problem for you, dismembering traps always work, also known as ragdolling, can help slow them down, but be aware, feral zombies are more resistant to dismemberment. Heavies, specials, and normal zombies can all have the trait feral. Next, we got the radiated zombies. This condition will leave the zombies with very high health and less sensitive to pain, leaving radiated zombies less likely to stagger when attacked. Radiated zombies also have the ability to slowly regenerate health over time, which can be temporarily disabled with the Rad Remover mod. Radiated feral whites regenerate more health. Radiated zombies are even more resistant to dismemberment than feral zombies are. They regenerate up to 80% of their maximum HP, making them damage sponges that require sustained firepower. Now, some counter strategies are obviously the Rad Remover mod, which is essential for weapons to stop health regeneration. High damage weapons utilize sniper rifles, shotguns, or magnum rounds for high DPS. And distance management, keep your distance. A new 2.0 higher game stage, radiated blue class of zombies that turn, attack, and run faster than the radiated green zombies, but they do more entity damage. They have slightly more HP than their radioactive counterparts and keep the healing factor. They are the most dangerous, doing the highest entity damage. Hiding in a base is quite effective, however, as their block damage is not really good. They are also more resistant, but not immune to electrical shocks from electric fence posts and the stun baton. Radiated orange class of zombies that are slower and tankier than the radiated green zombies, but they do more block damage. They have much higher HP than their irradiated counterparts and keep the healing factor. Opposed to the charge variant above, infernal zombies only come in the heavy variant and do more block damage than entity damage, with their high health and damage against blocks. They take the role of zombie tank onto themselves and should be a priority target during the Blood Moon hordes. They take reduced fire damages and only ragdoll 25% of the time from a robotic sledge. Now, here's some additional info about the zombies. Zombies react to pain in certain areas. For example, if hit in the leg, they will hold their leg and be stunned for a couple of seconds. If hit in the torso, the zombie may be stunned, causing them to fall to the ground, but note that this does not kill them, and they will get back up a few seconds later and resume their assault. A player should never assume the zombie is dead simply because it is on the ground. Instead, keep in mind that an XP gain will be shown in the lower right corner of the screen when a zombie is killed. Another thing to also note is that zombies can and will climb ladders. If a player and a zombie are on a ladder and a player is below the zombie, with the zombie having no movement options besides going up and down the ladder. Another note is also since version 2.0, zombies gain the ability to duck like the player and traverse one by one block spaces. With the exception of the mutated zombie, cob zombie, radiated zombie vulture, and zombie rancher and zombie chuck, all zombies have a single style of attack, which is a melee swipe, slash, or punch. However, if both of a zombie's arms are taken off, they seem to bite the player instead. All zombies have a chance of causing an infection, stunned, fatigue, sprained legs and sprained arms, lacerations, and or slash bleeding debuffs. The latter half being more prevalent when fighting against zombie dogs, which as you can see here, I am being fatigued, infected, I'm getting a concussion, and all the above. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all could take care of those zombies out there, because they are fucking dangerous as shit. Uh, anyways, before y'all go, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share. It helps me a lot. Motivates me to do this more. I got some videos coming on the way, more Left 4 Dead videos, and hopefully some more 7 Days to Die videos in the future. Anyways, stay safe, and y'all have a good day now. Peace.